Where pertussis is a problem and deadly is primarily with young infants. It's poorly controlled disease, despite the fact that we have extremely high immunization coverage levels of our children. Now, the children get vaccinated 2 months, 4 months, 6 months of age, 15 to 18 months of age. They get 5 doses of pertussis vaccine before they have to go to school. And then they get a booster dose when they enter school. The reason for that is because pertussis vaccine is one of the oldest vaccines we've had, and it requires constant boosting. So if you get 1 or 2 doses, the protective level falls right off. But with 5 doses, you get a good, strong protective level. So the recommended schedule is 5 doses for children. And they get the DTaP, which is diphtheria, tetanus, and acellular pertussis vaccine. In 2005, we licensed Tdap, tetanus, diphtheria, acellular pertussis vaccine for adults, adolescents and adults. The problem was, prior to 2005, we didn't have a vaccine for adults. So consequently, adults were running around getting pertussis, and pertussis was not particularly fatal. It was still ambulatory to get around. But where we would run into problems and where we, the health department, would become involved is when an infant, some of them in the NICU, was infected, and we do the investigation, and usually went back to mom and dad or grandma and grandpa, had pertussis, was kissing the baby, hanging on to the baby, infected the baby. So Tdap, it was a real strong addition to the vaccine arsenal. If you can see, these are the pertussis cases between 1991 and 2011 in Virginia and the U.S. Pertussis occurs, the blue line is the U.S. And you can see it just has a peak right here around 2003, but it goes along in peaks and valleys. And Virginia's the green line, and we pretty much mimicked, except here in, looks like 2001, we had a little peak. Now some of these peaks are 1 or 2 outbreaks where we investigate a number of diseases, and then the healthcare community, the index of suspicion increases, so that physicians are diagnosing better and reporting more. So most of it is an increase in actual disease. Now what I'd like to point out here is in this area right here, which is 2010, 2011, you see in the United States, at the end of 2011, probably off. You see Virginia's still going up with over 400 cases in Virginia. 2012 to date, Virginia's up here somewhere close to 500 cases. The United States is up in here 25,000 cases. We still have whooping cough running rampant throughout the country. Now, why is this if everybody's vaccinated? Well, not everybody's vaccinated. Vaccine, here's the schedule of vaccine. If you're 19 and older, you have to be 19 to get the Tdap. You get 1-time dose of Tdap. It will replace your 10-year TD booster. But as a country, we don't do real good about going in every 10 years and getting our boosters. We wait till we cut our foot off, we go to the emergency room, and the doctor says, when's the last time you had your TD booster? He gives you one. The next time you cut your foot off, you get a Tdap. But you only get one, at this point, one Tdap in your lifetime. Once you've had your Tdap, in the next 10 years, you'll get back to your tetanus diphtheria.
So if I go to bed with a rusty nail, when the hospital hasn't had that Tdap, I'm fine.
You've had the Tdap?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're fine.
Yeah, like a rusty nail or anything.
Yeah, that's the same thing as your tetanus shot, sure. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good. Yeah,
Tetanus, diphtheria, and pertussis. The only difference, back in the 30s and 40s, it was tetanus shot. Everybody went and got tetanus.
That's right, the last one.
Then they added diphtheria to it. It became a bivalent. It was tetanus, diphtheria, TD. And it was like that all the way through for the adults until 2005, and they added pertussis. So you got the TDAP, tetanus, diphtheria, and acellular pertussis.
When you came here last year and spoke of it, the next day my husband and I went and got it. They weren't giving it here last year, but you spoke of it.
Right.
You were here.
Yeah, and I really encourage you, if you haven't had your TDAP, you really need to get it, especially if you have grandkids. And also, if you have a granddaughter or a daughter who is pregnant or about to become pregnant or may get pregnant during the flu season, make sure that they get their TDAP, or at least that they talk to their physician about getting a TDAP. If you look at, this is the number of doses of vaccine that was administered in Virginia from FY 2011 to 2013. Now you've got to understand this does not reflect all of the doses given. This just reflects the health department doses given and the doses given by private physicians who report their doses administered to the health department. So not all the physicians report. But if you can see, if you look at 2011 in the private is this line here, just kind of easing along, not a whole lot going on. If you look at the public health department in 2011, this dotted line, kind of the same thing, just kind of a low, we're giving it, but we're not killing ourselves. Going to 2012, you see the solid line, and you can see that all of a sudden it starts to peak, starting to, anytime a recommendation comes out, a national recommendation, it takes sometimes years for it to fully be absorbed by the medical community. And I think that's what you're starting to see here in 2011. And then in 2013, that's 2012, I'm sorry, 2013, we dropped off, well, these are months. We dropped off a little between August and September in the private sector, and the same holds true in the public sector. In 2012, we had a big spike, and then we kind of dropped off in the spring months. Back here in 2013 now, July, August, and a little drop in September. The point is, we're giving a lot more tetanus, diphtheria, and acellular pertussis vaccine. But we're still got a terrible problem with whooping cough. Now, we don't know what the reason is. It's just that it's apparently very transmissible. We have kids who have waning immunity now. They've gotten vaccinated as children. Their immunity's low. We're starting to see more cases in high school now. So that's why Virginia has a school attendance law that requires TDAP when you enter the 6th grade. So we can, and that's been going on for a number of years, and that has helped keep the number of cases down. That's really all I have to say. I think I talked longer than I anticipated to. These are websites where you can get some additional information either on the flu or on pertussis vaccine and disease, or you can go to and I encourage you to do this, there's some real good information on the Virginia Department of Health website, just www.vh.virginia.gov. Go into there, you'll see all kinds of information on pertussis. It might be good if you have family members who are kind of doubtful about what they want to get pertussis. You might want to get some of this material printed off and let them read it. I thank you very much for your time, and make sure you get your flu and TDAP. Thanks. The question was, if you get the TDAP, that's a one-time shot, and that's correct. And 10 years from then, when you do your next booster, you will get a TD.
We're told now that's gotta be updated every 7 years.
Tdap?
Tdap.
I got it once a
Tdap
night.
is not, Tdap is a one dose for your life adult vaccine. You're saying, who said it had to be updated?
It's every 7 to 10 years.
Every
It's
7 to 10.
years.
Tdap? 7 to 10 years is TD, but the Tdap is 1 to life. So I think that's the confusion. That's not to say that ultimately, once the studies are done, you'll get more Tdap.
What happens in 10, 11, or 12 years when I forget that I had the Tdap? Is it going to be okay if I end up getting another vaccine?
Oh, yeah,
It's not
yeah.
going to
The only reason
That's a good question.
there's
I'm going to grow a
no
third
data,
eye or...
no data to support. Yeah, it's not going to hurt you, just boost your immunity.
Okay.
And probably by then, it will have replaced TD, just like TD replaced tetanus. I think it's all done FDA, it has to be data, surveys, studies, and as the age, it'll expand, yeah.
So
But
it's
even-
not going to hurt me to
No,
because I'm
no.
going to forget
No.
in 10 or 11 years that I did
Mm.
this. Thank you.
If you had a pneumonia shot, but not at your doctor's office, how do you know which type of pneumonia shot you had?
If you had it, well, routinely, it's the 23 right now.
Well,
There's none in the
4 or
conjugate.
5 years ago, it would be 23?
Oh, yeah, because the conjugate was not until June 20th of this year was that recommendation made for adults.
Okay.
So it would be the pneumococcal polysaccharide vaccine. And that, you raise a key question because one of the things that is an ongoing problem for people all over the country is the mobility of people. You get one shot here, another shot there, and if you don't keep your record, when you get in a situation like this lady just raised, she doesn't know what she would have. We have an immunization registry now, and many states do, where all participating physicians put their immunization histories on their clients into the registry. And it's a secure registry. So when you have to get Johnny in school and you lost his record, or when Johnny has to go off to college, which is more likely the case, and the colleges are requiring history of vaccine, you can call the health department or call your physician. We can pull it up on the registry. And so it's a good repository for a definitive immunization history, but it's only good if we get all of the history in here. So it's an ongoing process. We have millions of records in there now, but I think, especially at school time, when school nurses call us and say they got all these kids and they don't have complete histories on them, they call us because rather than keep the kid out of school, they would like to see first if we have a record. Many times we do, many times we don't. But as that time goes on and more physicians become involved with the use of electronic medical records now, the sharing of that information is easier. So we're hoping that that gets more robust and we'll have a place where you can determine what vaccine you have 10 years from now. Yes, ma'am.
If you're susceptible to pneumonia, can you get the shot